Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How's everybody doing out there? If you're with me here, either in the Discord chat or in YouTube, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have futures trading today, Ripper Trader, Monk, Jackson, Midland Trader, P Skynet, Paul Stanley, hi from cold and wet UK. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. Futures trading today, good morning. Good morning, Jonathan, Craig, PDJ, G-Lines, Jonathan, Aaron, Wanna Trade, Monk, Rui, It Really Hurts, Fish Lips, Ralph, John, Trader Page, Coffee, James Slay, Alex, Trend Friend. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Apex, Matthew, Boom Cycle. Good to see you, Boom Cycle. Good morning, Mr. Kofifi, Kim, Retberg. Good morning, Zero Cool, Nick McD. Good morning, Main Street Maverick. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we all doing out there? Let's kick things off, right? Let's hit that lucky like button. Let's get the stream going off on the good foot here. Good morning, Asa, dude. Good morning. Welcome back there, Boom. Good to be back. Good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today should be a pretty light day as far as data goes. We did have the NBA mortgage applications that came out earlier. Good morning, KDL. Good morning, I have a problem. Good morning, good morning. So we had the NBA mortgage applications come out for the week ending in December 15th. They came in quite low, actually. It was the first decline that we saw in the last 7 weeks. It came in at negative 1.5% versus a 7.4% prior read. So quite the big decline there. Good morning, Suarez. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage also dropped. It's the lowest rate that we've seen in mortgages since June. Mortgage rate at 6.83% versus a 7.07% week over week. Good morning, STF. Good to see you. The refis index was at negative 1.8% versus a 19.4% prior, and the purchasing index was at negative 0.6% versus a 3.5% prior. So mortgages coming down a little bit cooler there, and the market had very little reaction on that whatsoever. In fact, I had a couple questions about this earlier. People messaged me, said, Rips, why did the market drop? Well, we had a couple things happening. We're having some profit taking, of course. And if you were trading the Euro session, there's some things that happened over there. The UK inflation numbers came out, the CPI numbers, and they declined way more than they expected, which boosted the EGBs, which is the European government bonds. And also the Euro stocks were pumped up too. But then, right at basically, what is that, 3 a.m. Eastern time? Is that right? Wow, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Things got blasted to the downside there, but not all that much. It wasn't like it was a 100-point drop or anything. It just looks like it was a lot because yesterday was just slow and grindy to the top side. So we had a little bit of blasting there to the downside, but nothing all that crazy. But definitely seeing some folks flocking into some fixies like the Euro government bonds. And usually, the reason why we see that is that because they're expecting that we're going to have reduced interest rates. And I think that's kind of being echoed across central banks right now across the entire globe. And we're seeing that all of the central banks right now are really talking about rate cuts, that we have finally reached that terminal rate across the board. And those rate cuts are going to be on the table. So you're going to have folks rushing into those fixies because it's these bonds and things, specifically the bonds, are going to have improved real yields because as inflation falls, the real yield, which is the nominal yield minus the inflation, that's going to be increasing in bonds. So it's going to enhance the appeal that we're seeing right now. And that's why people, in the Euro session, at least flocking to the government bonds. But what's interesting is that we have the 20-year bond auction today for the U.S. Treasury, and that's going to be happening at 1 p.m. today. And that's really that could stir a lot of volatility because I expect that to be a very strong auction given that, the EGBs were strong in the Euro session today. So let's see how that kind of unfurls. In the pre-market session here, we did already have the NBA mortgage applications data, which I already discussed here. But at 8:30, we do have the Q3 current account balance, which should be interesting. I don't think it's going to stir volatility all that much, but the big data I'm going to be looking for today, it's going to be 30 minutes after the open. That's going to be the December Conference Board Consumer Confidence read out for December. So we'll see how strong the consumer is. Obviously, it's kind of a mixed bag. The Fed obviously wants to see inflation coming down. And if the consumer is still strong, it can mean that inflation can be a little bit sticky, because if people are willing to buy at these prices, then the suppliers of these prices are really not going to be looking to drop them anytime soon. So I'd expect a drop in the consumer confidence. So we'll have to see how that kind of unfolds as the day goes on here. So that's going to be 30 minutes after the open. Then we have some distillate, gasoline, oil, crude inventory, inventories out at 10:30 today. 10:30. And then we also have basically like the FOMC minutes coming out, but for the Bank of Canada, that's going to be at 1:30. And then, like I said, the Treasury is doing that 20-year bond auction, which is great. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be out at 1 p.m. today. So that's our day today. We also have Goolsby, who's going to be speaking today on a podcast on the Wall Street Journal's podcast. Good morning there, Hydro. On the Wall Street Journal's podcast, we're going to have Mr. Austin Goolsby, who is the Chicago for the Fed president of Chicago. Chicago president of the Fed. Fed president of the Chicago. Fed president of the Chicago bank there. Bank of Chicago, Fed president. Try to get it out here, Ribs. Come on. And he's going to be on a podcast, but we've already had Goolsby kind of speaking multiple times of Canada. Exactly. Thank you, Discount. He's already spoken multiple times this week. So that really isn't going to stir too much volatility unless he has something new to say, which I don't think he can. They're really just trying to walk back what they were saying, or walk back what the markets sort of looked at the FOMC meeting minute, looked at not the meeting minutes, but the FOMC itself. They looked at the SCP dot plot, and the markets really jumped for that. And I think that the Fed has been trying to do damage control, being like, whoa, pump the brakes here, slow down. We're not talking about rate cuts just yet, we swear, even though now the analysts are all pricing in 6 rate cuts. SCP dot plot basically priced in 3 rate cuts, 75 basis points of rate cuts, 25 times 3. And so, yeah, I think it's just going to be more damage control from Mr. Austin Goolsby. Good morning, Grateful Trader. Good morning, AJ. Good morning, Alfred. Good morning, Ukando. Just had to check my calendar when you said it's there. Hydro is in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right there, Hydro? Good morning, Question Trader. Existing home sales also at 10. Did I miss that one? Oh, my goodness, I missed that one. Thank you, Question Trader. See, what would I do without you folks here? You folks keep me on my toes. I love that. Good morning, Amer. Yeah, so yeah, we also have, sorry about that, existing home sales for November that's out at 10 a.m. today. Sometimes I have these things in my schedule and I have certain ones highlighted, like the 20-year bond auction I have highlighted, and the highlight is so bright that I don't even see the 10 a.m. existing home sales. But consumer confidence, I think, will be the one that moves the needle the most today. So the consumer confidence will move the needle more than the existing home sales. But existing home sales is going to complement the mortgage data. And I think that with mortgage applications being down, I think that home sales are going to be down. Existing home sales. We had new home sales, I think, yesterday. But I think home sales are going to be down. Good morning, Otter. PDJ says we need an irrational exuberance speech from Goolsby. Yeah, I don't think we're. Well, that's a throwback. I bet we have a lot of traders in here who don't even know what that's a reference to there. Yeah, we definitely need that. Good morning, Larry. Good to see you. Good morning, Alita. Good to see you. Down under is always in the future. Yeah, let us know how Wednesday kind of rolls out here. Irrational exuberance. That's a blast from the past. That was a hot one, right, Mr. Alan Greenspan? That was quite the speech that he gave. Pops. Good morning there. Good morning, Big G Ski. How we doing? So Thursday, tomorrow. Oh, geez, my bookmap just got shut down. Hold on, let me reload this. Thankfully, it didn't crash while we were in a trade here. But tomorrow on the docket, we do have some exciting stuff here. We have the Philly Fed Business Outlook. We do have the continuing initial jobless claims. Used to love Greenspan. I used to learn a new word every now and then. Good morning, Sam. Yeah, he was great. I mean, one of the greater economists that we've had in the mix here. I don't know. I like him. I like Bernanke. I mean, I'm sure I get a lot of pushback on the love for Bernanke, but yeah, Greenspan was legendary. Really, honestly, he was. He navigated the economy through quite a bit, and who knows where the economy would be without somebody like Greenspan. Bernanke. But yeah, I mean, there's some pushback on that one. That one kind of gets some pushback there. But Greenspan, I think, is relatively unanimously liked. I think he's still alive, almost 100. Who, Greenspan or Bernanke? Greenspan, right? Is he still alive? Old Ben, yeah. Is Greenspan still alive? Yeah, almost 100 years old. My goodness. Need a fact check on that one. Wow, he's still alive. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Good morning there, Marco. So yeah, tomorrow on Thursday, I will be trading live on Top Step TV. I'll try to get an early stream in here. And the way that you catch that early stream, very easy. You make sure that you're subscribed with your notifications bell turned on. So that way it notifies you right when we go live. So if we have an earlier stream tomorrow, I'm still waiting on the schedule from Top Step right now. So when we go live over there, I won't be live over here. Instead, you will be able to find me on Top Step TV. Their YouTube channel there. He's 97 years old. Thank you, Luna. So Greenspan, 97. Wow. Time flies. Oh my goodness. And so I'll be doing that tomorrow, and that's where we'll be either trading here, we'll do the jobless claims here, or I'll be on Top Step TV. I think that I think we're trading right at the open, so we'll have to see. I would like to give you folks as much attention as possible. So if we can trade here in the morning and we can trade those jobless claims here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube channel, then hopefully, good morning there, Vito. Keith Richards is 80 years old. Good to note. He's going to live till like 120, right? But yeah, if we could trade that here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube channel, then we'll do that. If not, I'll be trading over on the Top Step TV channel. Now, with that all out of the way, so we do, again, it's going to have the initial jobless claims, continuing jobless claims. That's going to be, the jobless numbers going to be very, very good. After that, we do have a lot of Treasury stuff. We have a 4 and 8 week bill auction tomorrow in the afternoon, well, at 11:30, and then we have a tips auction at 1 p.m. And then on Friday, oh my goodness, set your calendars for Friday, folks, because I'm going to break the news to you folks here early. We're doing a massive amount of giveaways on Friday. Believe it or not, we are going to do a Friday holiday giveaway extravaganza here in the Market Clubhouse YouTube channel, which I am super amped for. It's going to be very exciting. We have 8 different prizes to give away, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have 5 separate prizes, which are going to be 1 month of free Clubhouse subscription. That's a value of $175. So 5 of those are going to go out to 5 lucky viewers. And then on top of that, I'm going to be giving away 3 Top Step Combines. So 5 months of Clubhouse free and 3 Top Step Combines, all here on Friday for the holiday season. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you set your calendars for Friday. We're going to be doing that after the Top Step TV appearance tomorrow. So Friday, it is going to be amazing. I hope you will join us. And to make sure that you're prepped and ready for that, just make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. It's right there at Selling Rips, right below me. There it goes. So make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And that is the benchmark that you have to meet to be able to enter the contest. You have to be following me on Twitter and on Instagram. And then on Friday, we're going to be giving that away to 8 lucky winners in here. 5 months of Clubhouse to 5 people, and then 3 combines given away to 3 lucky people here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited. Are you going to dye your beard gray? I might rock a Santa hat. We'll have to see if Santa Rips is coming to town. So good morning there, Abdul. Is it only for Clubhouse members? It's for all viewers. It is for all viewers. And Clubhouse members can also enter the contest, but it's for all viewers. Everybody in YouTube, everybody in the Discord, every single person who shows up here and watches the stream on Friday, whether you're in the Discord, whether you're in the YouTube, everybody is available to enter as long as you're following me on Twitter or on Instagram. Good morning there, Zone Scalper. Good to see you. Par says, London has been so slow this week so far. Yeah, it's indicative of the holiday seasons. There's people who are traveling right now. There's folks who are just not at their trade desks. And outside of retail, you have a lot of the larger institutions that really just have people being sent home. So need to call off work. Rips in a Santa costume. Best I can do is a Santa hat. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll do a green Santa hat instead of a red one, since we love our green days in here. So what levels you got today, Rips? Well, we have, they're posted, of course, in the Market Clubhouse early. I had the morning memo with all the levels that we had posted, but by golly, yesterday was really interesting. We had the level of 37.75 and 13.25. You could see that even before the market opened, we had this published in the morning memo. 13.25 was tagged, and then that was the first point of rejection there, right there at 13.25. And I think, what was the high on that candle? High was 12.5. So we were so close to hitting the exact initial high of day on the NQ there with the morning memo that came out. Also, if you don't have early access to the morning memo, it does get published and distributed to a bunch of different brokerages and a bunch of different websites, but it comes out about an hour or 2 hours after the open. There's the first bug. Who's got the counter for that? But yeah, so it's interesting. So we did have that. We did have that level, and then the ending level of the day here, 37.75. And then above that, we do have an interesting level up here at 77. So will we tag 77 today? Remember, the S&P is the only one that hasn't hit the party yet. And when I say party, I'm saying the all-time highs. We've had NQ hit all-time highs, the NAS. We've had the Dow hit all-time highs, but the S&P has not hit all-time highs yet. So could this pullback here be more liquidity? Let's look at the ES right now. Could this pullback in the ES be more liquidity here for a rager here to the upside? Will we get new all-time highs on the S&P? Find out next on the Market Clubhouse YouTube live stream. We'll have to see. Skitter and buy golly counter is activated. Good morning there, Brian. Yesterday, there was a lot of buying at the 970s, and we've been holding that area for the past 3 hours. Yeah, I'm very tempted actually to take a long in this area, but I would like to wait for that Q3 current account balance to come out here in 12 short minutes. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for here. If we're going to be marking up our chart, I want to start at the 4 hour here and see if we have any gaps that we need to have filled here. We do have a large inefficiency here on the 4 hour that we can kind of draw in here. And we can make that the inefficiency here. So on the 4 hour, we have a very large inefficiency. On the 1 hour, it's a little bit different there, and we can draw that as well, but I like to use the higher time frame for that. So the idea that we are going to refill that gap there is pretty likely. Dropping it down into the 15-minute here, I guess we could actually have this be a bearish order block as well, since we're up here on the 1 hour. We'll just call it bearish order flow for now, since I'm pretty partial to that, since it was sort of some extreme profit taking there. So we do have that inefficiency right now, and then that bearish order flow. And then down here, I guess you suppose that we do have a little bit of strength, but this is some bullish order flow down here. So we'll go ahead and draw some bullish order flow down here in this zone, at least tucked under our level of 74. I'm actually going to squeeze that down there. And we're just going to Bob Ross our charts a little bit, get some pretty green candles and some happy little green boxes. And let's see, bullish order flow. I need to make one. Bullish order flow. Give me that. And save as bullish order flow. We'll just do OF. There we go. And there we go. Happy little green candles. There we go. Also got that upward trend, the line it's walking on. Let's see here. We have this massive trend. We have these two trend lines from the prior sessions, but maybe we do have a little bit of one here on, let's see, on the 5. It's a little bit too much. Let's try the 30. Nothing really down here that I want to draw just yet. If it does not fill the gap relatively early, what would be next? 930, 941. Be down here at 941. We still have this inefficiency sort of down here that we haven't entertained. We kind of tagged it, but we didn't really fill it all that much, and we still have this bullish demand zone down here. So kind of want to get these all stretched out. Red light, green light, yellow light. So let's see how this plays out here. What time is that going to be at? We'll move that to right around there. All right, there we go. The charts are set up for today, and they're pretty too. Red light, green light, yellow light, perfectly. FYI, we took out high yesterday on the SPY at 465, although on the S&P cash, we have not made all-time highs yet. That's all. The ETFs for sure, but not on the S&P cash, and that's what we're looking for. Personally, just keep 3 combines on deck and backfill if I blow phase. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Gunky asked, question regarding reset versus new combine. Is there any reason to do a reset instead of a new combine? Wouldn't a reset only give you however many days are left in the billing cycle versus a new combine giving you the full 30 days? Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. Do you post the trades anywhere on screen so we can follow and know exactly when you get into and out of trades, like a small on? I mean, it's huge. If you're new here, GH, it's huge. I mean, we trade right there and you see absolutely everything in real time. This is, you have entered into the most transparent live trading stream on YouTube in existence. This is the most transparent ever. ever. Yeah, so if I'm taking a trade, you see everything in real time. You see my profit, you see my loss, you see everything, my entry, my exit, absolutely everything. There's other traders out there that like to show you their trades after they're on, and those are knuckleheads, and we don't like those knuckleheads. We like to have transparency in here so that you can learn something. And if I'm not showing you transparently, then, it's not going to be very helpful to you as a as a new trader or even an experienced trader, whoever you are, wherever you are in your journey. So what was the upward trend we're talking about here? G-lines. Poll for direction of the market. Let's see here. Where are we at here? 94 likes. If we can pump this up, folks, to 100 likes, we'll run a poll here to see where the NQ is. Good morning there, Mike Z. Sarah says, I don't want a Van Gogh or Rembrandt or Picasso painting. All I want is a Bob Ross painting. Got to get those Ninja Trader hotkeys. Do you have a tutorial? Right now, I'm trading on Chart Trader. I'm trading on Chart Trader right now. And Chart Trader, I have to manually key in the orders. But the good news is that we are creating a custom Ninja Trader add-on that will work with your Stream Deck or just your keyboard. But hopefully, you can get a nice Stream Deck like that. And it'll work with your Stream Deck, work with your keyboard. And the idea is that you're going to be able to momentum trade or just even regular old-fashioned swing trading, day trading, whatever you want to call it. And you'll be able to use these hotkeys, these specialized hotkeys, in order to be able to take your trades. Par Trader says, I've watched dozens of Furus and live streamers. Rips is the only one who is 100% talking you through the pre-trade and the trade. Thank you so much there, Par. Rips talks the talk and walks the walk. Thank you very much. So we're at 125 likes. We did it. We'll do that poll right now. What are you saying is true? I'm in a trading Discord with a trader. All he does is chart on TradingView and says when he is in and out without showing his actual trading screen. Oh dear, that's no good. Don't lie now. One day last week, you forgot to swap your screen over. We couldn't see. Oh no. I know. Sometimes I forget to swap over, but you can always see it right up here. And you see that box that says entry right there. That'll show you exactly what my entry is. Flat is going to show you, what the, I think it's how many contracts I have in the position, and then the P&L is going to show you my live P&L for however many contracts I have on there. So I try to always be transparent. So at least up here, up in that area right above my head there, you can always see it, even if I have, TradingView showing just like that. But yeah, sometimes I'll forget to switch over to the Ninja Trader. But yeah, I recommend going back and watching the live trading archive that we have here on YouTube. And in fact, I believe that we're at about an 87% to 90% winning days here on live stream, and every single trade is taken here live in the moment. You have other traders out there who aren't really trading live, and then they're posting videos at the end of the day claiming that they live traded, but then they're just editing their trades and showing you only the ones they won and saying, oh yeah, I made this money on this account, and yeah, just trust me. Hey, just trust me. All right, we have news coming out in 5 minutes here. 5 minutes. Good morning, Ribs. Have a great one today. Thank you, The Wiz. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Matt. Matt is a great one, too. Matt does show his trades. There you go. Matt is another transparent one out there. Trades by Matt, very, very good. I like, he's got a nice, calm demeanor, and he is a nice guy there. Paul Stanley says, that's true. I stand corrected. Trades by Matt is also legit. Rips is more momentum. Matt is more patient. Yep, exactly. Two different styles. Like I said, there's no one right way to trade, so... Grateful Trader said, Top Step said 17 out of 18 profitable days by Rips. Yeah, that was in some XFAs that I got moved over into live. So we did 17 profitable days out of 18 trading days. We had one max loss day and then 17 winning days. Vito says, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Yeah, exactly. Rips, if we're an existing Top Step member and doing a new combine, do you benefit if we use your link through your affiliate link? Yeah, anytime that anybody uses the link that I post in here, I do get a benefit from that. I do get a little kickback from that. So if you do want to support the stream, make sure that you are using the link that I post in here often. And also, if you ever want a discount, if it's your very first Top Step one, you get a deeper discount on it, as well as just using that link will always make sure that you're getting the deepest discount available on those Top Step combines if you're ever buying them. Notice you cannot do ATM while trading a group. You can on Ninja Trader if you're using Replicanto, but you can't do it if you're using Tradeovate. That's the one. Rips, how many contracts are you typically taking at a time? Well, it depends. If the price action is supporting a big move, then I'm going to try to pile into contracts. You'll often see me adding into winners aggressively Not so much when I'm trading losing trades. I'll usually be pretty docile in those, but if I have a winning trade, I'll probably be adding into that aggressively. I will take up to 15 contracts if the look is right. But, average, if I'm trading just on an average given day, somewhere around 3 contracts is going to be my average trade in the NQ. And that's what the statistics were for the accounts that they're pushing into the live environment over on Topstat. Rips, how many contracts are you typically taking? I did answer that. All right, let's do a poll here. Let's do a poll. What do we think? Will the NQ end the day up or down? And let's do up, down, and then we'll do unchanged over here. Here we go. Poll is live. Make sure you vote. Vote honestly. Vote with your real intentions of what you think the NQ is going to do today. We'll go back over to TradingView right here. So please vote honestly. The votes are anonymous. So let's see what we're all feeling today. You folks have been on fire. I think that you guys and gals in here are 2 for 2 this week. Both days saying it was going to be an up day. The majority was saying up. So let's see if we can keep the majority getting it correct here. Right now, poll results are coming in. It's pretty split with about 100 votes in here. 47% tied up and down here. Wow. Do I ever trade crude? I haven't in a hot minute, but if the if the market is right for it, I'll definitely trade it. I'll trade any market as long as there is volatility to trade and there's an advantage to me trading that market. In the current market cycle, I do like trading the NQ because it gives you so many opportunities where you can be completely wrong on a trade and then you can have future trades kind of make up for that. Whereas in the ES, you don't really get that same type of volatility and opportunity. If you're wrong on an ES trade, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to have a trade that you can kind of fix that hole with, but not saying that you should try to do that, but NQ just gives you more volatility, more opportunities. I don't think NQ can have a red day. The bulls seem to be impenetrable. Yeah, very, very true. Thought about it since numbers today. Yeah, we do have distillate gas and crude numbers that come out often. So yeah, for something like that, I probably wouldn't trade it. There's too much going on in those headlines right now. And I don't really want to get into it because I want to stick with equities and the index futures right now. But there's too much going in on that, and it's not really setting up for that much of an advantage trade for me that I like. ES had red to the top and bottom. It will go down, up, down, and sideways today. Yeah, exactly. All right, 20 seconds here, folks. 20 seconds till we get that print. Let's see if we have anything. Order book is clearing out here. Going over to Ninja Trader. Let's see if we have anything to trade off of this here. 5 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Minus 200.3 billion versus a negative 196 billion estimate. So coming in a little bit cooler than expected for the Q3 current account. Let's see what the prior deficit was revised to. I'm curious about that. Look at how gross and sticky that is down here. Everything in me wants to long this market down here, but just looking at the schedule here, consumer confidence is probably what the market's going to be waiting for here. Volume is tremendously low, very gross volume. Looking for the prior deficit, seeing what that was revised to on the Q3 current account here. The Suez Canal backup is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be affecting oil prices. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to be trading it right now. Yeah, we do have the PCE and GDP data tomorrow. Thank you, John. Welcome, welcome. Daniel's been selling into the rally. Hold on one second here. I got to go back and read this. I'm missing a whole message chat here. Do you ever use reverse trade? So cover loss and immediately enter the opposite position. You can use that. It depends. If you really have a nice look on things and you know that the market's going to completely reverse on you there, then yeah, it can be a good button to use. You just want to make sure that you have your quantity in that button selected correctly. So if you have a 5 lot trade on, you want to make sure quantity is at 5 when you press that reverse button. And yeah, Grateful Trader answered that question too. He says, Dale, if we were wrong, we sit and wait for another entry, not just biases and create tilt. Yeah, I mean, that reverse button can get you into trouble too if you're just constantly hitting that. Daniel says, hard to believe we can continue higher on the indices, but there is still like $6 trillion in money market, supposedly still paying 5.5%. I have to admit, I'm at 25% in money market currently as is. Wow. Thanks. I'm thinking I'm NQ, but thinking about adding CL back into my plan. Yeah, definitely. If you traded in the past, and there's some advantage for your style of trading, absolutely do it. Daniel says, I've been selling into the rally. Oh my goodness. Yep, PCE and GDP data tomorrow. So for that, we do have the core PCE price index that's going to be tomorrow released alongside the jobless claims. We do have the Q3 GDP price index coming out, the annualized third reading of the GDP for Q3, which is going to be interesting. Market is selling off a little bit here. Seeing if we have anything we want to take on here. You can see how sideways this market has been in this channel here. These are hourly high and hourly low bands, so you can see how tight and skinny this range has been here. This is what, 70 up to, is that 83 and a quarter? Wow. Very, very tight range down here. So a lot of consolidation. So it depends on whether or not we can hold this bullish order flow zone or whether or not the SPY is just going to roll over here and NQ is going to roll over, Mag 7 is going to roll over. It's interesting because Meta is almost back where it opened yesterday and where it closed on Monday. So really interesting to see where Meta is trading right now, given that it had a tremendous day on Monday and continued yesterday, but not as strong of a day there. I find reverse is the lock in the lose and then lose the other way button. Yeah, I'm not one to use it. I've used it, but it's not part of my strategy there. Wow, that's a big, that should send itself. GDP, CP, most likely data just laid a look for things. Once it's up, they look for things to send it south. Seems like it to me. Yeah, potentially. I mean, there's a lot of profit taking up in these areas for sure, right? Do I trade natty gas? I do not. I'm not a natty gas trader myself. God, I can't type. I got to read what I type. This consolidation the past 4 hours is setting up for a big move at 10 a.m. Yeah, and then, we'll have some washing there probably at the open as well. Home sales likely fell after mortgage rates hit 2-decade highs. Wow, no way. Yeah, Jay Alexander here posting that in the Discord. If you had a loss, double your contract size to make up the loss. No, don't do that. Absolutely not. For 3 days, I've been asking you to show volume candles in NinjaTrader, and you show volume. I'm not sure what you mean there, John. We have volume candles right down here. I'm not sure what you're asking there, John. Shorted 1 lot at 982, added 920s, holding 2 lots, stop break even. Good for you there, Grateful Trader. Nice trade. Dixie's going up. What time frame do you think is most respected by the majority of traders? 5, 15, somewhere in that range, 5 or 15. I was almost fully invested at the bottom as I was strongly buying when SPY dipped to 410, 420. As we've moved up post-Fed speech, I've accumulated about 25% cash again in the money market. Gotcha. Okay. How long have you been losing money? I haven't been losing money. I'm consistently profitable. So I don't know what that question is. I did lose for a very long time in the early stages of my career. I lost for many years, and now we are consistently profitable. So Joel asks, what do you think of traders that got sended to live on Top Step and then lost 10 days in a row? Now they aren't even streaming live. Weird. I mean, you have to look at their data that got them sent to live in the first place. If we're talking about the same person, that streamer / trader had one single lucky trade where they had a 15 lot on, and it was like before CPI or one of those prints, and they made $20,000 or $40,000 in a single day. And when they went on Top Step TV to be interviewed about it, you could see the reluctancy from the Top Step team even wanting to bring him into live because they just know that money was as good as gone. And lo and behold, 10 back-to-back max loss days there. So no surprises there. I mean, you could see it coming a mile away if you're, if you've been following along. John needs to hit the dictionary. Hey, Rips, do you think the ECB lane speech will affect the market? I think it already has as much as it will. Are you talking about the one that they had earlier today talking about how, everybody's trying to say that we're going to have rate cuts, but they're trying to say, just wait. They're not coming yet, right? No trolling. This is not the place. I put money, a foot, tangerine, and a rumble. No idea what that means. I'm not trolling at all, just asking for myself. Yeah, I mean, if you've been paying attention to the stream and been following along for the stream, I mean, like I said, we have about 87% to 90% winning days here on stream. So I think that qualifies for being consistently profitable. You don't know where the volume candles are in NinjaTrader? I guess not, because this is what I understand our volume candles here. I have no idea what you're asking there. Par Trader says, Dixie looks like bearish continuation, so positive for the ES and NQ. I think that, yeah, when we're down here in this zone at bullish order flow, I do believe that we are just going to hold this zone, but I want to see kind of what happens as we approach the open. Who was it? Oh, geez, I don't know. Definitely not Danny Trades. Danny Trades is an amazing trader. Danny Trades is a fantastic trader. Danny Mraz, that guy is an amazing trader. Absolutely fantastic. Matt's a great trader too. Hughes, great trader as well. But yeah, there's some traders out there masquerading as traders that, you know, have 10 back-to-back losing days, and you see who they really are. Rosciato was another one that they were talking about on Top Step TV there. Yeah, Danny's real mature. Yeah, Danny's a killer. Danny's a really good trader. Are most of y'all using ATM orders when you place these stream trades? Yeah, I mean, I'm always using an ATM order. I'm using a 60 tick stop loss on my orders, and then always moving my stop. That's what I'm always doing there. We appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, thanks there, Paul. I love the way you look at you trade and look at the markets and your positivity. Thank you, Ucondo. Yeah, I lost a lot early on in my career, but I've been consistently profitable for some time now. Hey, Rips, those lines you've mentioned, they are hourly zones. Is that an indicator from Ninja? It's a custom indicator that I had built. This is the hourly high and hourly low there. It is a custom indicator there. What about Patrick? You know, he's a guy, you know. 3 large prints at 76, so I scalped to 81. Nice work there, Par Trader. 60 ticks, not points. It's 300 per contract. Yeah, 60 ticks, not 60 points. Yeah, 60 points would be amazing. That'd be 240 ticks. So, agree to disagree there, asked Wilson. We'll agree to disagree there. There's you know, if you go up to a blackjack table and you put $10,000 on every single hand and then only show the hands where you win, you're going to look like the best blackjack player of all time, right? Hey, Rips, you look like Lorenzo, the trader on YouTube. He trades gold. He has your same hair. Hey, how about that? The good hair club there. If your stop is like 60 ticks, what's your take profit? So I move my stop loss almost immediately. I just have 60 ticks. So when I put on that trade, I have room to move my stop loss and it's not going to get tagged out immediately. For instance, if I ran a 20 tick stop loss, there's a chance that if I put on the trade, there could be a flash down immediately and pull me right out of the trade. So the reason why I use a 60 tick stop is because I'm almost immediately moving my stop. Danny's a big swinger. Yeah, Danny, absolutely. Yeah. And he's the real deal. He's an actual real deal trader. He's a great trader. I will never talk smack about people who can actually trade, who have been putting in the hours, been putting in the work. But, charlatans and fakes and frauds and phonies and all those folks out there, they don't deserve that same type of love. And it's bad, too, for newer traders because they pull the wool over newer traders' eyes and they don't realize that they're getting kind of hosed, and they don't realize that they're following somebody who's lying to them. And these folks who are these charlatans who are lying to you are basically pointing at you and saying, hey, you're stupid because you can't figure out how I'm tricking you and pulling the wool over your eyes. And that's disingenuous and it's not good. And it's the longer that you're around those people, the more that type of mentality will, seep into your trading. So, the famous saying, garbage in, garbage out. It's actually garbage in, garbage stays in. So the more that you present yourself in front of that type of toxicity or nonsense or fake traders or people who have no idea how to trade, for instance, people who have 10 max losing days back to back to back to back to back. I can't even say it enough times, but people like that are going to teach you really bad habits, and those are going to be really tough for you to shake. So you have the choice of who you spend your time with. Just make sure you're not spending your time with somebody who's going to teach you toxic habits. That's all I'm saying. Good morning there, Chester. Good morning there, DK. Good morning, Jay Quinn. Trading is hard enough as it is. You don't need people who are tricking you and trying to trick you into saying, oh, you should have taken this. I mean, I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, spend your time where you can have somebody who's transparent. Matt's transparent, Danny's transparent. Be around these folks who are transparent, talking you through the trades, giving you the reason why, not reviewing a trade in hindsight and saying, oh, well, I should have taken it here back at the VWAP, and I don't even know that the VWAP's a lagging indicator, and stuff like that. Focus on people who can teach you good habits, who can teach you good trading habits, because it's hard enough to navigate this field as is. Sarah says the biggest two liars that I've seen on YouTube is Riley Coleman and the Trading Geek. Yeah, I don't really pay. I'm just talking about, Top Step traders or live traders here. How to make $1 million in the market. Start with 2. Exactly right. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. If you think that you're going to get rich quick from trading the markets, I'm sorry, but you're not. It's not how it works. It's a very long journey out there. And it's going to take you a long time to get profitable. And that's the truth of the matter. And not a lot of people out there are going to tell you that. Instead, they're going to tell you you're going to make millions and millions of dollars if you just follow this one simple step. And that's just not the case. It's a lot of time in the market. It's a lot of losses in the market. And that's why I always recommend to newer traders that you're trading on Top Step so that you're not losing your own money into the market. I lost tons of my own money into the market when I first started. And had I been trading on Top Step, I wouldn't have lost all that money that I put into the markets as my market tuition. So highly recommend for the newer traders out there that you're trading on Top Step, because that's going to teach you the best habits. It's going to teach you risk management. They have